In Unit 11, P block elements, Standard 11, Lecture number 10, 11.8.3, silicon dioxide, and that is some important compound of now silicon. Okay, so silicon dioxide formula is SiO2, which is also commonly known as silica. Remember this name, silicon dioxide. Another name is commonly known as silica. So you know, already we complete this topic, but just to see, 95% of the earth crust is made up of silica. That means in earth crust maximum part is a 95%. First number is we can say that oxygen, that is a we can say maximum, but 95% of earth crust is made up of silica and silicates. Silicon dioxide commonly known as silica. Silicon dioxide commonly known as silica. Silica and silicates, they are differ. Remember, silicate just we learn later on, but just you see here, occurs in several forms. That is, they obtain in several forms. First is the quartz, cristobalite, and tridymite. Crystal forms, also crystalline forms of silica, and they are interconvertible at suitable temperature. That means what? Quartz is converting into cristobalite, cristobalite is converted to tridymite, okay, tridymite is converted to cristobalite. That's why according to that suitable temperature they are interconvertible. Remember this word, interconvertible. Okay, silicon dioxide, according to their properties, we can say it's a covalent in nature because it belongs to carbon family, and next to carbon this element is present, and that's why we can say that it's a covalent. Three-dimensional network solid. Just we observe the structure here. Three-dimensional network solid. Okay, so according to this, just we learn later on. But just to see, in which each silicon atom is covalently bonded in tetrahedral manner to 4 oxygen atoms. Okay, in which each silicon atom is covalently bonded in tetrahedral manner to 4 oxygen atoms. Each oxygen atom in turn covalently bonded to another silicon atom. Just you understand here, three-dimensional structure of SiO2, and this is we can say that SiNO, SiO, SiO, Si, and here once again O is also here, oxygen is also here. So here they are bonded with another silicon dioxide. Just you see, Si is bonded with oxygen, oxygen bonded with silicon. That means silicon bonded with 4 oxygen atom and oxygen bonded with 2 silicon atom. Remember this word because this may be asked in your competitive exam. So it is a very important. Suppose you provide here oxygen, this chain is continued, and that's why here three-dimensional figure just also. Okay. So here just you see, this silicon attached with this 1, 2, 3, 4 oxygen, and this oxygen attached with this 1, 2. This oxygen attached with 1, 2. So this type of, we can say that here how many elements take part. Just we give this square. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here 8 element. That means 8 element of silicon and oxide, or say silicon and oxygen take part. So here this is a three-dimensional figure. Silica in its normal form, and just to remember, covalency of silicon is 4 according to carbon family. Silicon in its normal form is almost non-reactive. It is a non-reactive. Sand is there. Sand is also also known as silicon dioxide. It is not reactive. Okay, it is not reacts with. We can say that particular undergoes that H2 gas or Cl2, and most of the acids, metals, that you have to remember, because very high silicon oxygen bond enthalpy. This bond we require more enthalpy to break, and that's why it is not possible. Okay, but in case it is possible, it resists the attack by halogens, dihydrogen, and most of the acids and metals. Argon is not written. Even at elevated temperature, if temperature is changed, at that time also we increase the temperature, there is also no effect, and that's why in laboratory whatever the concentrated solutions are there, they kept on a sand bath. You know this one, sand bath is a very important part. If temperature is there, or say if any acid is effect or just fall on a sand, at that time it is a non-reactive, and that's why we have to kept it. Okay, but silicon dioxide reacts with 2 moles of sodium hydroxide. It gives sodium silicate. Remember this formula, this Na2 SiO2. So SiO2, and from this one O. So here 2H, that means H2, and 1 O is remaining, H2O, and 3 O is here. So this is known as sodium silicate. Write down name, sodium silicate. You familiar with this word? SiO2 when reacts with 4 moles of hydrogen fluoride, it gives silicon tetrafluoride plus 2 moles of water molecule. And this is a very simple way, because you know this one, Si is there and 4H is there, 4H here and O2, therefore 2H2O. So this type of reactions observed in SiO2 reactions. Okay, SiO2 reacts with alkali. Remember, in certain cases it reacts with alkali, and SiO2 reacts with hydrogen fluoride. Okay, and that's why here certain limitation is there. So remember, Na2SiO3 and H2O, and here SiO4 to H2O. In complete the reaction also, you have to remember certain properties, just like it's a non-reactive, it resists attack by halogens, dihydrogens, even oxidation also, and most of the acids and metals even at elevated temperature. So this is all about, we can select silicon dioxide. Now we see uses of the silicon dioxide, and then our topic silicates. Okay, so that just you take a screenshot and write it completely. So this is a silicates. Okay, write it completely, take a screenshot. Okay, now here uses of silicon dioxide in terms of quartz. Quartz is an extensive, you know, this quartz company is also there. They're making a, we can say that, to watch, okay, or say clock, that is a give accurate time. Quartz is extensively used as piezoelectric or material, piezoelectric material. It has made possible to develop extremely accurate clocks. That means electric conduct is there. Due to semi-metals, it conduct electric current, and that's why here we can say that piezoelectric material. It has made possible to develop extremely accurate clocks. Quartz is very important. So importance of quartz is very important. We can say that modern radio and television, broadcasting, and mobile communications. This is a very simple use which you should know very well. In television, broadcasting, and modern radio and mobile communications, this type of quartz is useful. Okay. Now, silica gel, which is used as a drying agent. You know, when you purchase any, we can say that material at a time. Suppose you purchase AC for certain apparatus. At that time in AC, one plastic bag or say one bag is there, cloth bag is there, in which silica is present. Okay, this silica gel is present. Why it is present? Because they absorb moisture. Remember, they absorb, not absorb. They absorb moisture. Okay, and from the surface, and that's why it is useful, used as a drying agent and as a support for chromatographic material and catalyst. We have to make a plate of chromatographic plate on a glass. Once glass is there, on that we have to add this silica gel. Okay, this silica gel we have to slurry with the help of water, and then we have to make a one plate which is called chromatographic plate. And this is a very important mobile, that is a mobile phase and stationary phase, to introduce mobile phase on that surface. So this silica gel is there, which is plated on surface of glass. It is considered as stationary phase. And suppose we have to put on a water, at that time water and different types of solvent is there. They just we can say according to capillary law they are rich, and that is the thing. But it is a mobile phase. So that you have to learn later on. Don't bother about that. But these chromatographic materials and catalyst. And catalyst is very important because at high temperature it is we can say that it is not affected. Elevated temperature this reaction we can say that they resistant. That's why they use as a catalyst. Okay. Now Kessel-Gun. Kessel-Gun is an amorphous. Remember amorphous. It's just like talcum powder. Okay. And amorphous forms of silica is used in filtration plants. It is used in filtration plants. So this is all about uses of quartz, silica gel and Kessel-Gun. Just write it because this question asked in a competitive exam. You make a list of certain uses of particular compound. So it becomes very easy for you. Okay. So this you take a screenshot and just read from your NCERT textbook. Okay, now next some important compounds of silicon is silicones, CONES, and that is silicon. Is it clear? This is silicones. So it is a polymerization material. So group of organosilicon polymer. Why it is called organo? Because here certain substituted group of alkyl or aryl group is here used, and that's why it is considered as organic compound, and silicon is there, so it is considered as organosilicon polymer. Repeating unit is R2SiO. Repeating unit is R2. R stand for alkyl or aryl group. Is it clear? Alkyl means what? Methyl, ethyl, or another we can say that phenyl group, that is considered aryl group. Okay, so alkyl or aryl group. So R2SiO, and this chain indicate there is a number of molecules, that R2SiO, then once again R2SiO, then once again R2SiO. So that is considered as repeating unit. Starting material for the manufacture of these silicones, remember, alkyl or aryl substituted silicon chloride. Alkyl or aryl substituted silicon chloride. Suppose we take here N is equal to 2, then here R2SiCl4 minus 2. So we get R2SiCl2. Is it clear? We get R2SiCl2. Okay, alkyl or aryl substituted silicon chlorides, and that is RnSiCl4 minus N, where R is equal to alkyl or aryl group. How we prepare? Preparation is very easy. Remember certain terms, so it becomes very easy for you. Methyl chloride when reacts with silicon. Okay, this 2 moles of methyl chloride when reacts with silicon in presence of catalyst copper powder and 570 Kelvin temperature. Remember this catalyst is used 570 Kelvin temperature at a time. Just you see, this silicon is attached with 2 moles of methyl group and 2 chlorine, and that's why CH3 twice SiCl2. So this type of product is obtained. Now in this product, if we this undergoes hydrolysis reaction, that means suppose we add here 2 moles of water molecule. So here, just you see here, CH3, suppose we write this way, CH3, first of all we have to write Cl here, then Si, here Cl, here CH3 and here CH3. And suppose I add here 2 moles of water. So you know that this H plus and OH minus, remember by this way, HOH, here also HOH. So this HCl, this molecule, and this Cl and this H is removed. So here we get 2 moles of HCl, and then we can say that here it take place with the help of OH and here OH. So here CH3 twice, SiOH twice. This product is obtained. Okay. Now this product, number of molecules of this product undergoes condensation polymerization reaction. Condensation polymerization reaction means what? Those reaction in which water molecule is removed. Okay, and that is here water molecule or different types of organic molecule is removed. That is considered as condensation polymerization. So here HOCH3CH3OH plus HOSiCH3CH3OH plus HOSiCH3CH3OH. So this is going on and on. So here number of molecules of water molecule is removed. Remember, number of molecules, because here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. So number of molecules of water molecule is removed, and that's why just this hydrogen is removed. That's why oxygen silicon, silicon, CS3, CS3, this CS3, CS3, and this O. Okay, this O. So number of molecules removed, and that's why you have to write here N. Si, CS3, Si, here CS3. Once again here O, here Si, CS3, CS3. Once again O. So here number of molecules are there. Okay, and that's why this chain is not stopped. So this chain is terminated by adding another compound. Just you see, this is known as silicon. This is known as silicon. But it is a continued chain. Okay, it is going on and on. But here number of molecules of this CS3 twice, SiOH twice is been treated with another compound in which OH is not present, but instead of OH CS3 is there. That means here we have to add CS3 thrice Si and here OH. Okay, so here what happened? So this OH and OH is there. So water molecule is removed, but one water molecule is removed. Number of molecule is there, and that's why here O, here CS3 Si, CS3O. Okay, R2 SiO is there, and that's why it is considered a repeating unit. Number of molecules Si. Now just see here CS3 is there, so there is a they are not going ahead. Okay, this reaction is stopped at here. So CS3 Si, CS3 CS3. This is known as silicons. This is known as silicons. Remember. Is it clear? So this is a very easy, we can say, that reaction. You have to write it for 5 times because this question asked many times in board examination. So you have to write it completely. Okay? No option for you. You have to remember this reaction and you have to remember covalency or valency of silicon. So this is all about, we can say that here silicons. Now we see the properties and uses of this silicons. This reaction is very easy. If you write it completely, then it becomes very easy for you. Write it for 5 times and 6 times, and then you try to write yourself. So that is your, we can say that marking that you know this reaction or no. So take a screenshot of this, write it completely. Okay. And this condensation conversion you have to learn in standard 12 in chapter number 15. Okay. So don't bother about this. Condensation means whatever the molecule are there, water molecule is removed. Certain molecules is removed in terms of organic is there, CH3OH may be there. So that you have to learn later on, don't bother. But here water molecule is removed. That's why it's condensation means it is attached. Just to see one molecule, another molecule, another. That side is known as condensation. Okay. So this is all about here silicons. Take a screenshot, write it completely. Okay, now here properties and uses of the silicons. First of all, properties. Just you see that the water molecule is a stop in that particular growth. So it is a water repelling. Remember, silicons being surrounded by non-polar alkyl group, and this alkyl group are water repelling. Okay, these non-polar alkyl groups are water repelling in nature. Hydrophobic. Remember, phobia. Okay, phobia means what? Phobia means it is a repelling, water repelling, hate. Okay, and hydrophilic means loving. So this is, remember, water repelling in nature. Silicons being surrounded by non-polar alkyl groups are water repelling in nature. They have, in a general, high thermal stability. Okay, high thermal stability, high electric strength, and resistance to oxidation and chemicals. Once again, they have general, we can say that, high thermal stability, high electric strength, and resistance to oxidation and chemicals. That means they resist certain oxidation and chemical reactions. There are widely used of these silicons, but here they are used as a sealant grease, silicone grease. Nowadays, suppose you have to fix a certain apparatus with the help of cork. Okay, at that time it is tied by plaster of Paris. But now plaster of Paris is not used. Silicone grease is used. It is a very important. Okay, silicone grease, which is a sticky. So they are used as a sealant greases. Electrical insulators because it's a high thermal stability, that's why it's an electrical insulator. And for waterproofing of fabrics, because it's a, we can say that, water repelling, that's why it's a waterproofing of fabrics. This type of uses are there. Being, this is a very interesting use, and you understand that one also. Being biocompatible, it is a reacts with our skin also. That means it is a compete with our biological, that means our body organs also. And that's why being biocompatible, they are also used in a surgical and cosmetic plants. You know this one, plastic surgery is there. So this plastic surgery is we can say used with the help of, we can say that silicons. It is very important. Just you see, this is it is important in cosmetic and surgical. Okay, surgical means what? You know this plastic surgery. Nowadays it's a very simple word, and this is made up of, we can say that, this type of silicons in which you have to use. Okay, being biocompatible means what? It is useful in biological organs also, and that's why it is considered as biocompatible. Okay, this one is important, interesting or important. They are also used in surgical and cosmetic plants. You know this one, plastic surgery. Remember, if you write plastic surgery, then there is no problem. But you completely remember this one. Oxidation and chemicals, particularly this, and sealant. This sealant is nothing but silicone grease. You write it in your note that silicone grease is there. It is we can say sticky, in which we can say that cork is fixed in a apparatus. Okay, so this you know this one, open part of this, any suppose the round bottle flask is there, we have to fix it a cork. So this cork is just, we can say that open, certain part is open, but if you dip in a silicone grease and then you fix it, okay, at that time it become tight. Okay, so this is very important. So sealant greases, electrical insulators, and for waterproofing of fabrics. This is all about properties and uses of silicons. And now we see next topic 11.8.5, and that is nothing but silicates. Okay, so write it completely. Now here 11.8.5 silicates. A large number of silicates mineral exist in nature. You know this one, cement and glass is a important silicate, man-made silicate. Remember this one, it's very important. Just last sentence is this: a large number of silicates minerals exist in nature. Okay, it is exist in nature, but man-made is a glass and cement. X for example, feldspar, zeolites, mica, and asbestos. Platinum asbestos is there. So this type of, we can say that, silicates is well known: feldspar, zeolites, mica, and asbestos. Also mica is the correct word. It's used maybe aluminium is there. That's why it's called mica, and you already learned maybe. Okay. So here SiO4 minus 4 is a structure or say formula of the silicate ion. So why just you see silicon Z is equal to 14. Any in excited state, suppose we consider excited state at that time 3s1, 3px1, 3py1, and 3pz1. Oxygen, when Z is equal to 8 is there, it's a, we can say that precise. But when oxygen Z is equal to 9, that means one electron is more. In outermost orbital, one electron is more. That is called oxygen enriched, and that's why they possesses unpaired electron. So this is electron from silicon and another electron from O minus. Okay, they shared with this type of, we can say that, orbital. And here, just like tetrahedral structure, this O minus, how it is developed, just you see here. Suppose I write oxygen Z is equal to 8, it is nothing but He core 2s2, and here if we write here 2p and here 4. Outermost orbital possesses here, suppose 2s2 and 2p4. So here plus 6 valency is there, but suppose here one electron we added. So here 4 plus 2 is there, and that's why one electron is added. That means electron enrich is there. So here 2p5 is there, and it becomes O minus. Remember, because 6 valency or say 6 electron is already there. Okay, 2s2 and 2p4 is there. Okay, so once again here 2 plus 5, so 7 electron, so 1 electron more, so it possesses charge, and that's why negative ion is there, and that's why here unpaired electron is there, and due to that they sharing with silicon, and that's why silicon sharing their unpaired and O minus sharing their unpaired electron, and due to that here covalent, remember covalent bond is formed. So it's very important. So representation of SiO4 minus 4, Si O minus O minus O minus and O minus, just like tetrahedral structure. Just remember Si here O and above side O, and they possesses O negative. So here charge is SiO4 minus 4. Don't bother about the charge. Charge is neutralized by we can say using certain metals. Okay, it is neutralized by certain positive charged ions, and that is neutralized by metals. So this is we can say the tetrahedral. TD is nothing but tetrahedral structure. So write it tetrahedral. Short form is TD. Tetrahedral. Tetrahedral structure. And this is shown by, just like we have to put one triangle. This is Si and this is O minus, which is we can say behind. O minus and O minus. So this is we can say representation of SiO4 minus 4. Suppose this once again this reacts with another SiO4. That means this one unit, this another unit, this is a third unit, and then fourth unit. So going on and on. So this type of also silicates just observe. So silicon atom is bonded to 4 oxygen atom in tetrahedral fashion. That is all about this. So just to write in, this is very important. In silicates, either discretes, discrete unit is present, or a number of such units are joined together. That means this one, okay, of such units are joined together via corner. Okay, by sharing 1, 2, 3 or 4 oxygen atoms per silicate units. This is also possible. When silicate units are linked together, they form just like one chain. Another we consider ring structure. Another we consider shape or three-dimensional structure also. So you do write this one: chain structure, ring structure, sheet or three-dimensional structure. Negative charge on silicate structure is neutralized by positively charged metal ions, just like Na plus K plus. Okay, that you have to use that particular positive ions. If you have to write this one, negative charge on silicates. What is formula of silicate? SiO4 raised to minus 4. This is the formula of silicates. So this negatively charged on silicate structure is neutralized by positively charged metal ions. If all the 4 corners are shared with other tetrahedral units, three-dimensional network is formed, just like this way. Suppose this is a one unit, another unit is here, another unit is behind, another unit is here, another unit here, another unit is here, another unit is here, another unit is here. Then it is considered as three-dimensional network is formed. Two important man-made that we discuss silicates, that is nothing but glass and cement. Remember, it's not object nature, but glass and cement, which is two important man-made silicates. So this is all about here silicates. Now we switch on towards last topic for your chapter, and that is nothing but zeolite. Okay, it's a very important. Okay, that you also learned in a chapter number 9, hydrogen in softening of water. Might be you learn this one, zeolite. Okay, so this is all about silicates. Take a screenshot, write it completely. That you have to see later on in chemical bonding also. But this structure is only obtained here. At that time, this SiO4 minus 4 is not including. So write it completely. Suppose you remember this one. When charge becomes negative, when in outermost orbital one electron is more, at that time charge becomes negative. When charge becomes positive, suppose here 2p3 electron is there, that means 6 electron, that valence is complete. But suppose there is a 1 electron left, it possesses O positive. So remember, electron enriched, they possesses negative charge. Electron deficient, they possesses positive charge. That you know very well. And according to that, they possesses unpaired electron. And due to that, this type of covalent, you know this one. sharing of electron from outermost orbital. So this is cell. Okay, so this PS2 and 2p 4, they are just like this way, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and just you see 5 plus 2 is 7, and that's why unpaired electron is present. This unpaired electron shared electron with silicon. Okay, and that's why this type of bond formation takes place. So this is a covalent bond. Remember, SiO bond is covalent, and this bond enthalpy is more, and that's why it is not breaking very easily. So write it completely and just take a screenshot. Okay. Here, last topic of this chapter, in particular group 14, and particular important compound of silicon is zeolite. This is what you are familiar in chapter number 9. If aluminium atoms is replaced, few silicon atoms in three-dimensional network of SiO2 over a structure known as aluminosilicate acquires a negative charge. That means you already learned that particular structure. So Si here, O is there, here O is there, here Si is there, here O is there, here O, here Si. Once again we have to write here Si, here O, here Si. Okay, and then here O. So instead of this Si, suppose we replace here aluminium, but you know that valency of aluminium is 3. So here 1, 2 and 3 there is no problem, but another oxygen possesses negative charge, and that's why a negative charge is written. So aluminium silicate acquires a negative charge. Remember this one. Okay. Cations such as Na plus K plus. This is a different thing. Okay. Cations such as Na plus K plus or Ca plus 2 balance the negative charge. Okay. This negative charge is balanced by Na plus K plus or Ca plus 2 ion. For example, feldspar, another is zeolites. Feldspar and zeolite is a best example of this. Zeolites are widely used as catalysts in petrochemical industries. This is a very important. You already learned in standard 10. Cracking of hydrocarbons. That means one part is there, big part is there. They are just terminate in different small groups. Okay, small compound, and that is nothing but cracking of hydrocarbons in petrochemical distillation. You know that certain diesel, petrol is obtained according to this cracking of hydrocarbons. And isomerization. Okay, this is a very important. Isomerization you learn in chapter 13. Very well, isomerization. For example, here alcohol is directly converted into gasoline, which is a very good fuel, by ZSM5. Zeolite semi-permeable membrane 5. This is the name. Actually, you remember this name ZSM5, nothing else. ZSM5. Okay, that will learn later on, but don't bother about this. Which particular compound is used to directly convert alcohol to gasoline? So it is nothing but ZSM5. Remember this one. Hydrated zeolite, this is are used as ion exchangers in softening of hard water. Is it clear? Softening, actually softening, softening of hard water. Okay. Softening means what? You know that hardness is decreased by of hard water is decreased by, you can say, zeolite, and it is used. You already learned in chapter number 9. It's a very important, and at the time just hydrated zeolite is very useful. Okay. Are used as ion exchangers in softening of hard water in permanent hardness, removing permanent hardness. This topic is including. So just see that lecture and just you observe certain. It become very easy for you. What is the meaning of zeolite and why it is used? Okay, in hard water. So this is all about here zeolite. Another name, you remember this name also. Aluminosilicate is the name of this zeolite. This is a very important. Instead of silicon, what you have to write here? Aluminium. And valency of aluminium is 3. So another atom maybe they possesses which charge? Negative charge. Acquire a negative charge. Okay, and that's why this negative charge is neutralized by or balanced by positive cations. That is nothing but Na plus K plus and Ca plus 2. And examples are feldspar and zeolites. Okay, so this is all about. This is very important. You take mark on this. This question asked many times. Alcohol is converted into or directly converted to gasoline by which particular, we can say that, particular membrane or say zeolites, say from the following, ZSN, fine, remember this one. This is a very easy topic. So you write it and this topic is also complete and this chapter is also complete. Please read all those question and answer, and it is a very useful in standard 12. Certain properties are useful, certain reactions you have to remember, certain formula you have to remember. Write down formula for 5 times or 10 times and remember it. Okay, it becomes very easy for you. You have to write it because you learn for first time. At that time, you have to write it. You require practice. So write it completely. And lecture number 10 is now complete. And here, P block element according to your standard 11 NCERT textbook unit 11 P block element. Now here we finish. Thank you very much. Take a screenshot.